I really want to know if I'm alone in this. So Mario Party Jamboree is one of my favorite Mario Party games. I absolutely love it. But when I saw the Switch 2 edition stuff, it looks cool. And it honestly reminds me of iToy stuff back on PS2. I used to freaking love that thing. It looks cool, but it's not really what I was hoping for. Because for one, I don't really envision myself getting the camera. Maybe someday. But with my setup the way that it is now, I don't really think I'm in a position to really even have a camera set up to do the minigames. Maybe it can work if you're sitting down, I don't know. But some of the stuff, they were standing up and everything, so I don't know. And then when it comes to the mouse control stuff, some of it seems pretty neat, but I need to feel for myself to see how well it is using it on your leg, because I think they said at something that like you can use the mouse controls on your leg, but I need to feel it for myself. Because I just don't envision myself really being in a position to use the mouse controls in all of the places that I play the Switch. In one of my setups I could, but I also don't know if I really want to. But then there's also the voice command minigames, which they've done that in the past, honestly, with one of the Mario Party games. And I definitely don't really care about doing that. I don't really want to yell, go, 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 to get the thing to move or whatever. But regardless, it's all harmless. Like, it seems neat, but it's definitely not what I was looking for a Switch 2 edition. And that's where it's weird, because I always compliment Nintendo for being wacky and going outside the box and trying different things, and that's where I admire the Switch 2 edition of Jamboree. But I honestly wish it was just more boards and more minigames, and more characters. I would have been much happier with that. I almost wish that they had two separate things, because they're calling it Mario Party Jamboree Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV. I honestly wish that those two things were separate, and maybe they are and I'm just misunderstanding it, but I wish that they were separate and you could choose to buy the TV stuff and it was what they showed, or Switch 2 Edition and that just meant more boards, minigames, and characters. I don't know if I'm alone in that. Maybe some people are super pumped for the stuff that they showed in that trailer for the Switch 2 edition of Jamboree, but for me, I do not envision myself ever playing it. It's something that I would like to try. Like, if someone had it at their house, I'd try it, but I don't want to shell out the money to try it, because I don't think I would do it that often. I kind of have a feeling it'd be like a one and done kind of thing. And even in general, when it comes to Mario Party, whenever there's like a separate thing you can do, it's like, oh, would you like to use motion? Would you like to do this? Usually I just say no. Some of the stuff I'll do, like I like the rhythm stuff, that stuff's fun, but like if I go into a board and it says like, do you want to turn the motion control stuff on? I usually don't, because I'd rather just use the Pro Controller and just play the game. So I do like some of the side stuff, because I just talked about the rhythm stuff, but I don't know, something about just seeing all that stuff for that Switch 2 edition, I just would have been happier with boards, characters, and more minigames. I know that you're getting more minigames with the Switch 2 edition, but I'm going to call it gimmicky stuff, because it's like mouse control stuff and voice control stuff. I don't know if we're getting more traditional type of minigames for the new minigames, but from what we saw, it seems like it's all kind of gimmicky. And again, it's cool. It's just not what I was looking for. And it's kind of a shame too, because Jamboree, like I said, I love that game. So that's the game I would have wanted safer DLC. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that they're going this route too. It seems like they're putting a lot of eggs in this basket of like, hey, look at what the Switch 2 can do. Like, these people will hopefully want to try it and buy it. I kind of have my doubts on that. I don't know how many people are really going to get the Switch 2 edition of Jamboree. I'm kind of curious how many people will even do the camera stuff in general. Because that face cam stuff does look like fun, but I don't know how many people will actually do it. But not even just the face cam stuff for when you're playing and you can see yourself on the screen, but then there's the added, like, motion stuff. And I just don't know if people really care about that anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know. That's why I'm literally saying, like, I don't know. I could be alone in this. Maybe everyone that has Jamboree is just planning on getting the Switch 2 edition and they can't wait. But I myself definitely wanted more traditional stuff for Jamboree. Again, kudos to them for continuing to be outside the box and doing all sorts of crazy, wacky stuff. But this is a time I would have liked them to just go the more, like, safe path of just characters, boards, and minigames. I definitely can't wait to watch other people play it, though. I'm sure there'll be videos of other people doing this stuff, but I myself am not going to shell out the money to do it, because I think I'll try it once and never do it again. But that's just how I feel about this. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Are you going to get the Switch 2 edition, or are you going to pass on it? Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Take care, everyone.